Welcome to In Bed with Natasha. Today I'm here with my special guest all the way from London town, Jonjo Jury, DJ, amazing, old friend of mine as well. So really excited he's actually DJing at Punks for Prada. That's why you're here in Milano. Welcome.
Yes, thanks Natasha.
And I got you into bed as well.
Again.
I was like thinking, yeah, when was the last time? We're always in bed. That's what we do, isn't it?
When was I here last? February.
Can't remember because you were in bed the whole time sleeping.
No.
It was probably over Fashion Week for sure, but you do come over quite a lot. So, but it's really great to have you back. I'm excited. But one of the things we're going to be talking about, apart from your DJ career, which, you know, I've been following that for a very, very long time.
Have, since the beginning.
Yeah, it's before you even knew you wanted to become a DJ, basically.
Yeah, like house parties and
it's been a bit of a struggle. Coming right from East London, from our days in the East London.
To this. Like, it's alright.
And you're still in East London though, today?
Yeah, I am. I'm born and bred, but it's changed a lot. And yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous how cool it is there now.
Yeah.
But, from when we used to, I mean, you come from there as well.
Yeah.
It was a shithole basically, and now
it's
super gentrified. And yeah, like properties just crazy price.
I know. It was pretty
hipster central.
It was pretty scary. It was pretty scary when I first moved there in the late 90s. Mm-hmm. So it was like literally the only thing that anyone could recognise was
London, she was.
Nando's. It was like, you know, the Nando's is the only thing recognisable because all the other names are shops.
Oh my god, I remembered you lived on the
Not that I eat chicken, by the way, but I was like vegetarian living behind Nando's. Yeah. But anyway, in terms of club scene, how's it changed so much?
Well, when we kind of first started hanging out, the kind of music scene I think was it was like a real melting pot. It was like I started DJing from my mum and dad's records, which was like punk to disco, funk, and I think that the kind of cultural scene that we were in, it was also like that fashion and art and everything.
It was fashion, art, and there was like definitely that kind of like era of, there was something from punk culture which was like, yeah, we're here, we want to do something different.
And like you just kind of mashed it all together, and there was no, like by any stretch of the imagination, like kind of mixing or anything. It was just like shove some records on and get on with it and drink pints, and then I think out of that came the kind of electro clash scene, and also the indie scene that like Trash, which was like fundamental to that kind of indie.
And that's really where you mainly started cutting your name for yourself. Right?
Yeah. Rory, who was the resident at Trash, heard me DJing the Georgian Dragon, and yeah, I think he really liked my kind of like, you know, like chuck it all together kind of like attitude. And I actually started doing the door at Trash first. Yeah. And then that kind of naturally went on to, you know, I did like a few slots and then it stuck, and then I did warm up for Errol. Yeah. Errol Alkan. And then that just kind of took off from there, really.
That was such a good night.
Yeah.
It was like it was a Monday night, which, you know.
That's changed quite a bit in London. You don't get like massive kind of midweek nights anymore, which is a shame.
That's quite interesting, because I would have thought London's the only city that could really pull off like midweek.
But I mean, I think Trash kind of influenced other clubs. Like, I mean, a lot of those kind of DJs. I mean, Errol was kind of always into like Chemical Brothers, but was an indie DJ, and then it like natural progression moved into that kind of more mixing beats with guitars, and then like Soul Wax, that kind of, you know, Too Many DJs, that kind of was brewing around the same time.
Yeah, that all came out of that, really, didn't it? I think that's very much, they must have been, I don't know if they were influenced by that, but they must have been. It was such a good time, I have to say. I'm a bit nostalgic.
Was like,
oh, I love that.
That was amazing, like kind of Electro Clash Club, and there's like Miss Kitten and Adult and all of that thing. Yeah. Combined with the indie scene at the same time. Yeah. And, yeah, it was a really exciting time, like kind of indie mixed with dance, and then now dance music is just like beyond mainstream, and it's the norm. Yeah. But, there's some really like.
Is there something is there something sad about that? Do you think like the way people go clubbing is different or has changed, or there's just a lot more out there now?
Yeah, I think it's just so much like option. and there's different, you know, so many levels of electronic music, and then obviously like Berlin now is influencing a lot.
But I want to say one of the things that I guess is different from you to a lot of other DJs, or I guess from where I started as well, is that you're also a promoter.
Yeah.
So, and I think in those times,
I don't
like,
want to be.
anyone want to take the jump for me? I don't want to be. You don't, and you do, because the thing is, we came from an era where DJs, you were a DJ because you had a following of a crowd, so that you put on nights. So that people come and listen to your music. Yeah,
I mean, off the back of Trash and with Trash turned into I started a gay night because I felt like there wasn't a kind of good quality music gay night in East London, and then I started Hot Boy Dancing Spot primarily to just do what it says on the tin, like
have loads of hot boys dancing on the spot.
Yeah, exactly, like cute guys that want to kind of dance to good music. And that again like kick-started like a new thing, and now Dalston in East London is like absolutely packed with kind of gay nights like that.
Yeah. Does that annoy you sometimes? Do you feel like people taking your formula and like?
No. I mean, I think there's enough gay boys to go around London, but yeah, I mean we did start something great, and it's nice to see that, like, you know, in the gay scene now is also, you know, there's loads of really exciting gay nights in London. But yeah, I'm actually trying to go back with, like, you know, talk about like my single coming out.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I was going to talk about that.
That now is getting loads of interest.
So you just signed with a record label.
Yeah.
So tell us
it's called
about
Disco
that.
Texas. It's a really cool Portuguese label, and they've got artists. This guy called Zenobi, who I'm like a massive fan of, and Mulanex and Buffy, this guy from Mexico who's incredible. He's done a remix of my single. And yeah, I sent like a demo to them, and Hugo, the label boss, you know, not to blow my own trumpet, but he said like they had piles and piles of stuff that they get sent in, and he listened to it obviously because of the background, and they were just like, it's great. It's got like a beginning, middle, and an end, and it's not just like a banging dance track. It's got those kind of indie roots there.
Do you feel like you've got indie roots in the music?
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to make it sound like not like a pop song, but there is like a bit of a disco pop thing going on. And I do vocoder, which is
oh my god,
my share moment.
Oh my god, I so want to see that. Let's get a microphone later. Come on, I'm getting a microphone.
Decks and effects.
That's gonna be brilliant.
But yeah, it's got like really good feedback, and like I'm gonna do a follow-up single with them.
So, but that's the thing. As a DJ, do you feel the pressure to? You've got to either become club promoter or a producer today. Is that the pressure?
Yeah, I think where dance music is so like competitive, if you don't, you know, you can't rely on a small scene. You know, if you want to work, you have to have some kind of like power, not power, but just something for promoters to sell. You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of, you know, people buy tickets online now as well, which didn't happen. Like it was quite like DIY. You just go because it was your mates' parties. But you know, if you've got some, you know, with SoundCloud and YouTube, if you've got stuff to kind of promote on the internet, it's hugely important.
Social media's changed all of that now.
Totally.
So, but you're not doing Hot Boy Dancing Spot.
I am.
You're still doing it once in a while though.
We're doing it like every other month.
Yeah.
It's still great. I'm actually starting a new party in January.
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
Hannah Holland.
Hannah Holland.
Yeah, she's a like amazing DJ from London, and I think we're going to start. I hate the word polysexual, but I think we're gonna try and incorporate, like, because I find in London you kind of get gay nights and lesbian nights, and then where we came from it didn't really matter. No. And we're gonna try and do that.
Is that like that in London now? It's like either a gay night or a straight night.
No, weirdly, there's a night called Sink the Pink that is going back to that.
Yeah.
You know, like massive fun. You get trannies, straight boys who go and pool, the girls are all glammed up, and they have like a dressing up box, and it's great. Like I played there recently, and it's such a lot. But this new night, I think there's like a really good kind of techno scene coming out of Paris, like quite a lot of like gay, just so happen to be, you know, gay and female. So we're hoping to get that kind of over and get that kind of vibe. But we're doing a New Year's Eve one where it's like a Zodiac dress up.
Oh my god, that's
amazing,
so
like a warehouse thing. So I'm
dress
really,
would be kind of perfect for it, actually.
yeah. I'm gonna go as a goat and a Capricorn.
Little Capricorn,
Yeah.
basically. So do you still enjoy the whole clubbing scene? Do you still enjoy DJing? Do you still enjoy it?
Yeah, of course I do. I love, like, I think it's really important as a DJ that you go out
Yeah.
and listen to it, because
Yeah.
you have to be inspired, and sometimes just to go out and dance is like,
Yeah.
just so important.
What do you think about all these DJs as gods now, and all these like huge?
Oh, that's always happened. Like, you know, there's the rise of the superstar DJ with like Fatboy Slim and
Yeah.
the Brothers, and that, you know, I think, you know, someone like Tiesto and Avicii, it's like,
David Guetta. Or...
yeah, it's not my thing, but you know, I think if any DJ kind of said they didn't want to be successful, then they'd
being a
lie.
liar, basically. Yeah.
I mean, I've DJed with guys, and they're like so precious about telling the crowd what they're, you know, music's for sharing, and they've obviously been sent it from somewhere, or they've gone to a record shop and someone's helped them.
Yeah.
That precious, like.
Yeah.
I discovered this. It's like, why do you play records?
Yeah.
You know, music is for sharing.
Now you got Shazam, so everyone's just like picking
Exactly.
up everything you play.
I'm a terrible like secret Shazam.
Are you?
No, I'm not out
We
and
know
about.
you're thinking, well, being like, we have that at the club now.
I'll
We have
probably
like
get Simone
loads of
later,
kids
like,
like
in the booth.
hanging around the booth, like with
Yeah.
Shazam on, basically. So, which is like also revolutionised everything as well. But
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think music's for sharing. I don't think it's a DJ. It's like
Shazam's great. It's
necessarily the track you play that nobody else can play it. What your signature is, how you play it, the moment you play it, and when the crowd reacts to it.
Yeah.
That's what a DJ does. That
Yeah.
makes a DJ different from anyone else.
Well, I do think with, I don't know, a DJ like Avicii or something, he must go through the motions, because wherever he plays, they expect that set.
Yeah.
So maybe the creativity of it, of like kind of educating the crowd,
Yeah.
maybe going a little bit, but yeah, I mean, everyone wants to be successful. I don't think like
So do
that.
you. So do I. So I'm wishing you loads of success though on
Thank
this
you,
new
Tony.
single, and I'm really looking forward to dance again
I
tonight.
can't wait to play tonight.
Great, it's going to be so much fun. Thanks so much for being in bed.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Mwah. Bye, thank you.